there everyone, and welcome back to Empire Total War with the Darth mod. So, since last time we had a few things that we were going to take care of. What I'm doing in France right now is I'm moving. Well, we're going to create a second army here in Europe to prepare an invasion of the Portuguese territories and try our best to sort of liberate these back to whatever nations were there first. And we have this navy which we need to take care of because it's raiding trade. A few people recently, or I think it's only one guy, but he's commented a few times about he doesn't want to see the naval battles. I think that was because of the quite derpy one where we had single ships fighting each other, and I don't think I will be showing smaller naval battles. But I will still keep like the really big ones, and I think this will constitute a rather big one. And then in North America, we haven't moved on the Cherokee nation just yet. What I'm doing is I'm moving this army under Pippin, and I'm moving it to deal with the Native Americans. So since we're passing here anyways, we might as well take this region and secure some more fur trade for ourselves, and then we can continue north and deal with these ones that we have been at war with for a very long time, and so we'll deal with them. But right now, since this army cannot move this turn, it's a naval battle that's going to take place. And so off we go. Now this navy is kind of crap, but I still want to just utterly defeat them, because I'm just sailing into this with my new bigger ships and just absolutely destroying these bastards. Plus these guys have been asking for peace forever, so I think it will be funny. And there we are, the battle is off. That was the St. Lawrence, the Admiral ship taking some fire from the enemy right here. You know what? That's turning in the wrong direction. We've got the HMS Elizabeth, which is a third rate. I can't see that there's anything different in between the Elizabeth and any other third rate ships whatsoever. We'll see here though, since these ships are quite low. I think it might be quite easy, or they might be quite weak, as it were, to canister fire. Not as hard hitting as I thought. Round shot would probably have been better. And here goes the Admiral straight into the mix. Although, yeah, it is actually the Admiral. I thought maybe it was a leftover Admiral ship from another fight. The thing about... look at these small ships. These ones right here. They've got 27 men in crew. It's almost like the waves are killing the ships. And imagine this coming up against some of our larger ships. Right now, it's mostly... well, there's a fourth rate. In the back, though, we've got the second rates. Taking a while, though, to come up here. But they're gonna cause a lot of problem for the enemy, given the fact that they've got 86 guns. Let's see. Is he gonna shoot here in the back of this pirate? Oh wait, it's caused a fire on this fourth rate. I think we took a sail right there. The front sail was cut off. The front mast. Here's another fourth rate. The Hamden is coming in. And as more and more of our ships are coming in. Oh, the Admiral is wavering a bit, and I think it's just because he's surrounded. He hasn't actually taken that much damage from the enemy. Maybe it's the fact that the small ships are so small that it's actually hard to hit them. I said as if this one was just hit. And all they've got is 4 cannons at the front. Oh, this one's sinking. You know what? Let's see. What's this? This is second, right? The Vanguard. 86 guns. Oh, it just fired. Tearing apart the pirate army. They're concentrating all the smaller ships there in the center. See if we maybe can get some speed on some of these ships, so we can get the larger ones to open fire on these very small ships. I'm not entirely sure how these how they thought they were even going to do this, given all, well, it was me, it was I who attacked, but still, the fact that they didn't run as soon as they saw that the might of the British Navy was coming down. And also the Portuguese Navy was pretty close, and that's even bigger than ours. But I guess the Portuguese maybe have a deal with the pirates, I'm not sure. I would like to see a massive amount of just these smaller boats completely being ripped apart and exploding all around us. And we sort of have them surrounded. And on either side now we've got our ships firing down upon them. This one's complete. I haven't even been aiming for the masts, just the amount of cannon shot flying its way has cut the masts on that ship. Oh, this one's not gonna have a good time, I imagine. No cannons left. 12 crew. Oh, this one's a different kind of boat. It's only got 1 gun in the front. Well, it supposedly had 3, so I imagine maybe it had 2 on the sides. No, it has 2 in the back and 1 in the front. And right now it's lost all its crew to man the guns. It's still fighting though. Trying to organize some of the ships here. This one's completely lost all of its masts. It still has the oars though, so that's good for it. Oh, they fired a volley there from the front. Kind of brave going with this kind of small ship. Oh, they're going in for ramming speed. Let's see if they're... Oh, the cannon shots are flying in right now. And our Marines are returning fire. Maybe on this smaller one. I could imagine one grape shot just pulling away all the guys there in the front. Oh, there we have the ship. Wait, was that our ship that exploded? That was a suicide ship. And it destroyed our ship in the process, it seems. Almost. Our ship is in bad shape out of that attack. The ship is on fire after that suicide attack. And we lost a mast. We gotta keep clear of the small ships then, because they are committing suicide. This small one coming up close to this second rank. Let's see if we can get this one. If he can turn, fire at this one. Hopefully our ship will survive, the one that's on fire right now. There's 40 guns on either side. You know what? Let's do this. Let's see if we can get this one to turn in time. Seems like most of the enemy navy has surrendered. This one is routing the Half Moon light galley. It's trying to escape the Cabot second rate. Let's see as it closes in here. Let's go to slow-mo and then fire! A lot of the cannon shots actually missed. We hit the sails a bit. We didn't kill anyone. I think the broadside... You know what? We cut the mast. That's what we did. The broadside is probably better at bigger ships. Taking down bigger ships. Because individual fire might be more accurate. Since they have time to line their shots up. Is there actually anyone still fighting? It can't be. It's only this one routing then. So let's see when now it's firing at will. Oh, this one's actually even still fighting. It's firing back. There we go. Let's see if we can turn this one around. Boom, there we go. End the battle. Heroic victory. And I think we'll do the screenshot for the battle against the Native Americans. Right, we're not going to capture any of these ships, so these will all go to prize money. So we got almost 4,000 for that. We didn't lose a single ship. The enemy lost all of their ships. More or less. Well, actually one, according to this, is remaining. So I guess that one last one, sort of ish, maybe got away. There's no French navy. Oh well, the French were defeated, and we do not have another European enemy at this point. But at some point, we will declare war on Portugal. Right, time to end turn and to see what the North American Indians are up to. The Polish Lithuanians want us to give them social contract against 610. No, thank you. That's very poor offer of you. Ah, so the Native American army actually marches out to face Pippin and his victorious army. We'll see if this is a bold strategy that will work out for them. They've actually got a cannon with them. Akula is the one attacking. And they've got a lot of troops. A lot of it is melee troops, and we've got cavalry as well. Nothing that Pippin shouldn't be able to handle. And this is actually well, because that means that, you know what, let's go ahead and start this. Right, and so here we have the army composition. What I've done is I've put the Northumberland Fusiliers and the Highlanders towards the center, where I think most of the attack will go down. And then on the flank over there, we've got the Hesse-Kessel Grenadiers, followed up by cavalry. And then we got more Hesse-Kessel Grenadiers behind here, which we have howitzers in the middle. We've got the Hessian Grenadiers, 3 of them, behind the cannons, which are arrayed, should be arrayed a little bit more like that, along a ridge there, so they can fire over the Highlanders, which are stationed in front. General over there. We've put stakes in front of these guys, because these guys are supposed to only hold their position. What I'm thinking, these guys will sort of slam as a door once the enemy comes forward. I'm hoping they come in towards the center. These guys will move up and put down the stakes. I want to put down the stakes out of firing range of the Highlanders, because I think the stakes are actually soaking up a bit of the fire as they shoot. And the cavalry, once the enemy comes closer, they will run out and then enclose the enemy and kill them off. So first things first, these units will march up to a good bit of difference and fire. So I'm using the quite devastating shots with the howitzers. I don't think, though, they are within range just yet, but I can imagine once all of these try to come past these hills, there will be an absolute slaughter. Maybe I should actually hold back the howitzer shot until we got a nice good shot on all of them. Don't tell me I accidentally put the cannon in here. Howitzers, 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 howitzers. Why is there different range then on one of them? Why do 2 fire there and 1 fire this? And they're all... Oh wait, I didn't actually change on all of them, so that's why the range were different. But they're all ready, and... you know what? Let's open fire at this point. There's enough people up here. The stakes have been placed. The skirmishers will fall back once the enemy comes too close. Let's see here, I believe. There goes the fire. Where are they firing, though? Why on earth did they fire there? What in the God's name did they fire on our own men? Probably looks quite nice as maybe a screenshot when it's all the fire behind, but the enemy hid behind the hill. Well, we'll target the hill then. Target the hill and we'll flush the enemy out. We got nice, good defensive position right there, so I'm going to advance. Was that a Highlander regiment in there? No, that was not. We're gonna advance the Highlanders a bit. There you go. Yeah, I got all Highlanders. Oh, here comes the fire going in. Oh, some of this massive casualties down here. Nice. We need to get at the extreme range so we can push down the smoke, as it were, the thing that kills the enemy. Push that down into the valley, and in that way killing loads of them. Oh, you can see the cannon shot ripping through here. Not entirely sure why the enemy is just sitting there. The Highlanders have moved up. We've got movements on this side. The Northumberland Fusiliers will march to this location along there, since we got quite a lot of enemies coming up here. Hopefully we'll get good... Ah, nice. I think we'll get a good few shots going in here. Oh, look at that. Mass casualties on the Indian side. The thing though is it doesn't really count as kills for the howitzer unless I actually target the enemy units. So that's unfortunate. They won't be getting experience points for this. We're gonna keep the grenadiers back here because they cannot form square, and so it would be rather unfortunate if they were attacked by the enemy. Still, the enemy keeps most of their men here in the center. Not entirely sure why, they're just sitting there. We're probably gonna get... Yeah, we're getting another howitzer shot coming in. Killed loads of cavalry there. And went straight in. Oh, just look at the casualties there. Look at all these dead bodies. Right, the thing is the enemy is at this point actually advancing. So, you know what? Maybe we want to fire there once more, because I think the enemy, just because they're moving up, so I think we'll have good time to fire once more. Right, these two are not going to be able to get any more shots off, so run off behind the Highlanders. You probably need to run away as well. The Highlanders have opened fire at this point. Fire! Unfortunately, quite a few of the Native Americans have managed to get through. A lot of them have managed to get through here. I think the Northumberland Fusiliers, there's few enough enemies there as they can handle it, I think. I'm not so sure about the Scottish troops though. Ah crap, they were caught there by the what's it called? By the cavalry. So one of those, yeah, Fraser's Rangers lost half its men. One of the Scottish regiments is giving way. The Hesse Castle Grenadiers need to move up. The skirmishers will move back and take position here. The cannons, a lot of the enemy on that side is giving way. Let's go to slow-mo. I wanna hold your fire. Thing is, if I fire that towards the center, that's gonna go really badly. Fire explosive shots. Fire at will. Right, these grenadiers are under fire as well, but they can be backed up by the cavalry, which they're going to, so we can quickly sweep these enemies away. Charge in! They're not going to stand for long, since they're so spread out and the cavalry attack them as they're getting fired upon. A lot of the Scottish units are giving way at this point. Hesse Castle Grenadiers, open fire! Well, these are actually the Hessian Grenadiers, so it's not the Hesse Castle ones. And it looks like the Northumberland Fusiliers there in the corner and they're in the center, not doing too well. We need to protect the howitzers, so the Hesse Castle Grenadiers will move up and open fire. This regiment will turn down upon this unit. This one will come back and stand back there and protect. And once the Castle Grenadiers are in position, this unit of Northumberland Fusiliers will fall back. The Grenadiers are holding in the center. The cavalry is doing its job on the flank. The Grenadiers are holding, but I think we need to push more men in, especially around there where the medicine men are fighting. These guys gave way, and these held just in time for the rest of the army to come into position. And so the line is secure. Firing explosive shots that way. I think it looks rather cool when it explodes in the air. Not entirely sure if it's very effective since we're firing at very close range. Looks like the Indians or Native Americans have lost a lot of their troops at this point. Cavalry unit charging straight up the center gets stuck on all oh, that cavalry unit was actually defeated by the Native Americans. Oh wait, did they put down spikes there? No, they hadn't. I thought maybe they would. The center is held without too many casualties. And our soldiers are able to send the enemy off. This unit on the flank is not doing too well. I imagine these are Native American bow unit, yeah. We'll pull back a bit and see if we can drag the enemy into superior firepower, or if we can get the howitzers to open fire upon them. We have a few units of musket men out there and the bowmen. They're not going to stand for long though, as a lot of fire is coming down their way. This unit needs to turn a bit so it can fire onto the cavalry. You can see a lot of these guys retreating. Let's get the cavalry up and do their job by chasing these guys down. We want as few of these units to return back to their capital. One Scottish unit is still on the field. I think, as I said, a lot of the fire from the Scottish units, we probably should have held that fire for a bit longer. I should have micromanaged that, held the fire back. We got a big unit there, which I want to kill off. Get the cavalry here, quick. Hold fire cannons, and then open fire again. Howitzers are firing. The thing is though, the enemy will be coming out of range pretty darn soon, so we'll switch to round shot. They'll still do a considerable amount of damage. The infantry though will not be able to reach the retreating units in time. A lot of the damage. Look at the damage that was done by those. I'm not entirely sure what to call them. What are they called? Carcass shot. Carcass shot. Just murdered the Native Americans completely. Let's see, is there any big unit of Native Americans left? Those are the ones we want to go for. Well, I think we're done. They're, the enemy doesn't stand a chance. And here we have the statistics of it all. We lost 1,800 men. The enemy lost almost 7,000 men, 2,000 men remaining, with our 4,000 men remaining. Chevrons gained, quite a few. A lot by the... Well, this Scottish infantry gained too, so that's good. Highest kills comes from one of the Hessel Castle Grenadiers that killed 386 enemies. The lowest amount of kills goes to General's Bodyguard, and then one of the ranger units, and then actually the howitzers. Because the howitzers didn't actually get direct kills when they were targeting something. So they only got about... I mean, together, they got not more than 45 kills, although we know better that they probably killed about maybe as many as 2,000 of the Native Americans.
There is unused land suitable for farming in this region.
Oh, there is? Anyways, looking at the time right here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. We've got a rake though, which is good because we need one in France, in Czech Europe. Trade route being raided. We got fleet arriving, construction report, trains gained, and recruitment report. So nothing super interesting. But for next time, hopefully we'll be able to get the the pirates are back. But we'll get the Huron nation. I'll be hopefully ready at some point with my armies in Europe to strike at the Portuguese. And oh, look at that! Just as a final note here, Russia has taken back Moscow, so they're back in fighting action again. And the Mughal Empire has taken Hungary. Interesting turn of events. Anyways, as I said, hopefully you guys like this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!